So we left all those barra behind at Big Horse Creek and kept on heading west. So instead of crossing over near Kununurra, we decided to take the long way around. Duncan Road runs east to west through one of the most remote parts of Australia, linking the far north of Western Australia with the Northern Territory. This road wasn't built for travellers, it exists for cattle stations and supply runs. This isn't a shortcut and it's not a road to rush. The Duncan Road doesn't try to impress, it just keeps going through country that still works the way it always has. So come along, hope you enjoy the episode, like and subscribe if you can, and thanks for watching.
Backing up the caravan, Django's ready to go. Fishing rods in hand, hitting every road we know. From sunrise to sunset, casting lines for the thrill. On the hunt for the big one, chasing that real deal.
So here we are on Duncan's Road. It's a dirt road. I think it's 400 and something kilometres. I'm sure Richard will confirm that. As you can see, it's dirt, dusty. We're airing down. We're getting ready to go. Richard's got 2 extra jerrys, so hopefully that will give us the distance that we need. We've rang the station to let them know that we're on our way, and they've said it's all okay, just no fires. And the other thing that's interesting is, thank God we got Django his bait mask, because as you can see, as we're heading down the road, massive big danger side, wild dog poison baits everywhere, which is the 1080 baits. So if you didn't know, we got Django a bait mask from the US because we didn't like the ones that we have here in Australia. So you'll probably see him in this episode wearing his mask as we want to keep him safe. He's our pride and joy, so we want to look after him. What's it say? Strictly no public entry. Ooh.
COVID-19 vaccination required, babe. I left that sign there from the old days.
Old days, Dom.
The old days of vaccinations.
So what were you saying about what used to happen on this road?
So supposedly people used to use it as a bit of a rat run between Northern Territory and Western Australia during the border closures.
Oh.
When we
Wow.
were being kept safe. Dictators, I mean premiers.
Really?
Yes.
Some people ask us, how does Django travel in the car? Well, we're on a pretty dirty, dusty road, and
Corrugations, rocks.
corrugations, and we're air down. And this is our dog. He's just living life as yeah. So, how does Django travel? Django travels really well. So something I just noticed on my phone was that it was 9:30, but then if you look at the car, it's saying 11:59. And what did you just say, Del?
We just went back in time.
We've gone back in time. So on this road, what's the go? So
Well, we go backwards, we go over and back across the border into West Australia a couple of times.
do we?
Yeah, the time zones will change a little bit over the next couple of days.
Well, my iPhone won't know what's going on. Look at these pretty cows. Actually, I was going to say as well, in some of the camps that we've stopped at, they're 300s. There's quite a few of them we've come across. Actually, to be honest, most people, I'd say 80% of travellers drive some sort of Toyota, don't they? They're everywhere. So, but when we're driving roads like this, what happens is Richard mostly drives in manual. So do you want to explain why you do that?
Oh, just for transmission temperatures as well. Only for the open road so it doesn't go into overdrive. Whilst just on dirt roads, I prefer to drive in manual. I'm constantly going up and down. But It's so when you're on the open highway, it seems to the general consensus is for transmission temps, standard is to try and drive in 7th, right? That way, not in overdrive, which is your 8, 9 and above, or 8 and above, which it's more makes the transmission work a little bit harder. So at least this way keeps it trans temps down, and we haven't got a scan gauge 3, so I'll have to go off the vibe pretty much until we get one.
But I have noticed with all of our travels now, so we've been travelling for 4.5 months, and probably I would say 80% of that time you drive a manual. Would that be right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Unless it's long and flat and straight, then I just put it in and let it go into overdrive for a while, because it's more of a. It's harder to actually keep sort of one constant speed because they don't have a cruise control in the manual modes, unfortunately, which is a bit of a pain in the butt.
So I suppose this is a really good time also to talk about how do we feel about Walter?
He's going well.
He's killing it, isn't he? I'm pretty impressed.
Yep. Touch wood.
Yep.
Yep.
One
engine error code, just through it because of the DPF, which was cleared. It's a small fault that went for about 3 seconds, they said. And apart from that, like I said, we're doing oil changes every 5,000.
We've changed the oil.
Yeah, just oil changes and filter changes at 5,000.
But we've upped. Aren't we using a different?
And we're using a slightly
heavier oil.
Yeah, so 0.30.
What are we getting on average? Do you reckon a tank of fuel?
Well, we're sitting on around that 21 litres per 100.
And we're carrying a bit of weight. Like we've got the boat on the roof.
We've got 3.5 tonnes, so we're on pretty much on our max GCM. So just with everything we've got on the vehicle as well. So we're sitting definitely towing 3.5 tonne behind us, 3.4 to 3.5 depending on water.
So 21 litres per 100 in our mind is really good. We've spoken to other people that are doing a lot more. So we think, we chose the GX just because we wanted a touring rig. It's got vinyl floors, it's good for the dog. We've taken out the back seats, which I don't think Richard's really spoken about before, but we took them out so that, we've got the ingle on one side, Django's on the other, he's got plenty of room, we've got all the recovery gear in the back of the car. So the car itself, we were able to put the boat on the roof because we offset some of that weight by removing some of the things inside the car. People have then asked, what happens for resale? We just put everything back in before we sell the car again.
So temporary removal.
Yeah, temporary removal. So there were some plugs required for the seat belts, which they were lugs, weren't they, or something, Doug?
They're resistors for the airbags.
So they went in the back seats where they used to be, and overall we've had no problems really. Cattle. So just so for anyone.
So not only that, with the GX you're going to extra not only 5 kilos of payload straight away.
Yep.
And then of course removable seats was about another 70 kilo. So that's 165 kilos of extra payload you can put in the vehicle that you don't normally have on the up spec models.
And I think another thing for us as well, we chose, and when I say we, I didn't want it. Richard convinced me. I wanted a better one, but Richard convinced me that this was the one to go for, simply because less can go wrong. And suppose when you're doing roads like this and things like we're doing, you don't want things, resistors and electrical whatever to have problems with it. So this makes more sense. So I suppose in the long run, you were right.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Unless GXs have been stolen.
That's right. As someone in the 300 chat said the other day, no one wants to steal a GX because of the vinyl floors. Anyway, Richard loves the vinyl floors. It's just a quick wipe over and it's back to clean rather than a big vacuum and trying to get rid of all the red dust and the black dog hair, hey?
Yep. This is officially our first water crossing boat.
Really, Dull?
Yep.
Oh.
You going to get out and walk it?
Me?
Yeah.
I think so. have to walk it.
Walk it. Oh, and here comes it.
Another truck. Oh my God, how beautiful. Oh, it's dry. Narrower down. All good. How far are you thinking, Dale?
Okay, I'm just going to think about coming down.
Backing in there, near that tree.
And then driving forward and just onto here.
So, with this water,
Sorry?
just so we're croc safe, there's no crocs this side.
There's probably crocs, like freshies, I'm assuming. But I can assume too much. I'll check out.
Oh, maybe he's leaving me and going somewhere else. Didn't you hear him say he was going to back into there and come around here? Anyway, maybe I missed that memo. He's found something else, maybe? Who knows? Anyway, let's see if he comes back. Oh no, he's going to turn around up there. We camped on a riverbed, not that long ago, a few weeks ago, and we really, really enjoyed it. Mind you, the water looked a little bit better than this, I think. God, that van sits flat, doesn't it? Makes it so easy to tow in things like this. Obviously there's a tree up there and he's checking it.
Where are we? Behn River. Behn River, B-E-H-N River on Rosewood Station. So you give them a bit of a call when you come in. Just let them know you're going to be down here because it is private property. There's a couple of other camps here last night. Yeah, they just asked if we had no fires, which was fair enough because it's pretty dry. Yeah, quite a nice little spot. What do you think?
It's hot.
It's hot.
But there was a nice breeze,
yeah.
And we did do some research. Richard flew the drone so we could see that there was no crocs around, no one up on a ledge or anything like that. So that was a bit of peace of mind, given that we're
right on the riverbank. Right there.
Yeah.
And supposed a couple of freshies up this way, and that's about it. This runs straight into Lake Argyle, which is renowned for a few freshies, but no salties. But still, big croc-wise. Yeah.
And now it's time to leave. So we're going to show you
little bit.
How skilled Richard is at
It's not much
skill.
skilled. It's just low range, just getting out. It's a little bit steep and undulating going out of here. So we'll see how we go.
You'll be fine. Big hole there. Now the van. Oh, the van just does it easy. Anyway, she got a few scrapes coming in. Let's hope we don't get as many on the way out. That was a little bit exciting. What just happened? Tell our friends.
Big kangaroo at, what was it, 9:47 in the morning? Yeah, he just came in at the side of us and he kept coming. I managed to swerve. Got everything a little bit nasty.
Yeah, for a moment there we were a little bit swirly, weren't we?
It was swerving, but I was supposed to just hit him, but I managed to avoid it. He sort of popped off our side of the wheel, and then I think the stone stumper pushed him out of the way, and then he got up, shook his head and bounded back off again. So
we stopped and Richard got out just to make sure he's okay, and he just jumped on through the other side of the road. So, well, that was a bit of excitement that we don't want too much more.
No.
It's hard because this grass in this patch of Duncan's Road is quite high. Obviously they're not using this for the cattle because we can see as we're driving through, some of it doesn't have any vegetation, and this part here it's quite high and long, and the kangaroo, I kid you not, it looked the same colour as the grass before it hit the road, and because the road is sort of a creamy colour in parts, he just blended in, didn't he?
yeah, I saw him coming, but I was only doing just under 60.
Lucky for us. So yeah, there you go.
We're the Kimberley Shire now.
Kimberley Shire. I thought we were in the Kimberley Shire before. You definitely go through a lot of time zones on this road. Oh, we've got some competition on the road. Just got rid of a kangaroo, and now got some cattle.
I've seen that many cattle on the road.
No. Oh, there's a lot of them. They've all broken through their fence.
Oh no, because this side's not fenced, so.
A camel, our first camel, and he's watching us. Oh, he's just standing there. Wild camel.
On his own. Probably can't see very well on the camera.
He's still looking at us though. He's as shocked as what we are. They say it's really rare to see camels in the wild, but we've been lucky that we've seen we saw a
Mob of 20, yeah, mob of 20 or something.
a mob of 20 in the start of Northern Territory, and now that man all by plays Uno. So, oh, there you go. Oh, it's a big campsite on the river.
Camp. Go down into there. What do you reckon down there, mate?
Don't know, girl. Pretty. Do it with it. Maybe you should be walking it to see.
Always drive over and come back.
Oh, that's a bit muddy in there. Wow, look at that side. So that wasn't too bad. We actually went for a walk, and we've decided that we're going to stay right here because it's a bit shady. There's a breeze coming off the river, and we went for a walk down the end. There's some other camps, but I don't know. Sometimes we spend a lot of time driving around looking for the best camp when, to be honest, this one's pretty good. And if we take a look down here, like Jangi can at least get in the water here. Like it's really, it's quite shallow, and because of the rocks there, we can see it's quite clear. So he'll be able to get his feet wet, which always makes him a little bit happy. But yeah, he could at least, you know, just do something here. Otherwise, the other option was to drive over, all the way over there, come down on the rocks, and then like camp over that side, but then there's just no sun. So I think this is a good option. So we'll get set up now. Take much, young man, for you to get into my seat. As soon as we stop, you've got to get up here to see what's going on, don't you?
Right, another morning done. So we just packed up, about to, pretty much packed up, about to leave Negri River. So I'm just going to keep on going down to the Ord River. So not a bad little spot this actually. It's just off the road. Nice little river there. Got the shallow areas you can actually have a bit of a swim in. There's a few crocs in here, freshies. This runs into the Lake Argyle. So yeah, so there's a lot of freshies. I saw one good one up there and a couple of little ones. So there's a couple down lower. So like I said, nice little splash area. Dog could even have a swim. Yeah, and we'll move on. So I'll see you at the next spot.
So Dale, we're back on the road.
Back on the road.
Let's just turn this around. So we left early. What time? NT time, 8 o'clock. Western Australia time, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock or something like that. Yeah.
It's bizarre, this road.
It's actually, we're going to ride before we left.
Yeah, does that make sense? By the time we get there, we will have gone back in time again. So because we're going to a Western Australian free camp next. Hopefully we can get on because it got a little bit busy.
Yeah, it has surprised me the amount of traffic on this road actually.
So when we say busy, what? Four caravans. Four caravans. Yeah, which
and two. Oh, 5 actually. 5 caravans and 1 ute with a camper on the back.
So yeah, like we want to get to this next spot because it's the one Richard's probably been hoping for the most, isn't it, Del?
Yeah.
So yeah, we've left early to get there. The road, this part of the road is pretty good. If you ever hear us say the governess can drive on it, when we're at Eva Station, that was a really bad corrugated road, and Alexis turned up in a A-frame.
A-van.
An A-van. Yeah, and this couple got out and the guy was in his mid to late 70s, and the lady was, we found out later, in her mid to late, not 80s, and she used to be the governess of South Australia. But they got that Lexus to some pretty good places. We've seen them a few times on the road. So yeah, even the governess could drive this part of the road. It's pretty good. Anyway, where are we going now?
We're going to the Ord River Camp, or just near the old Ord Homestead. So let's stop and have a look at that.
So yeah, we might take you along, see the homestead, if it's worth stopping it. So here we are at the station. Gardener needs to be probably sacked. Richard's on the drone, trying to find where our location is. But let's just go in and have a look at the decor in here. Probably need to be a little bit careful of some wriggle sticks. Obviously, this was the outhouse. There he is. Actually, hang on a minute. That's a really good photo. Not too sure what this was, but anyway, there's a tree growing out of here. Window. See Richard out there? This was probably some sort of outhouse, or I don't know, maybe a shed, maybe a laundry. Who knows? It does look like at some stage they've thought about redoing the roof, because those sheets have got insulation underneath them. So I suppose we'll have to do some research, find out how old the homestead is. But wow, geez, look how they built solid concrete wall. Hit the graffiti. Porch. Actually be quite a cool house. Oh, I'm hearing wiggly things. I'm not going that way. Do you know what? Touch wood, I was saying to Richard that, so what, we've been on the road now for 4 months. We have not seen, well, I haven't seen any snakes. So anyway, let me just touch some wood. Because yeah, I don't want to see any. Oh, it's got fruit on it. Tree's got fruit on it. What an outlook this would have had in the day. Amazing.
further.
Take our friends with.
So that road was a bit rougher than I was expecting on the way in. Some places when it's been wet, come in and cut it up pretty badly, which is no good. And she's a bit scratchy in spots, so a few pinstripes and everything. That was bound to happen. But let's have a look here. Oh yeah, looks like we keep coming in. Oh, there's one van down here. By the looks. 2 vans down here. Oh, looks like it is reasonably popular. But we'll come all the way down. I'll go and have a proper look. Oh, van's got some creeks in it now. Yeah, I'll soon relax some vans.
And here we are with Wonder. Yes, mate, I know. Even Django's interested in what's going on.
Get out and go for a walk, I suppose. Check it out.
Let's do that. All good, Dal? Just getting down that last bit there. It's a little rough. Anyway, this is like a rock shelf, a ledge, and you can camp on it. So Richard's been really interested to come here because apparently the fishing and everything is pretty good. I suppose we'll just wait and see, hey? But there's also a lot of crocs in this river, and they're salties. So Django will definitely be on a lead, and these guys over here, single axle vans. And we've brought Wanda in dual axle, but she did it easy. Good boy, Django. Hey, wearing your, well, it's not a muzzle, it's just a mask really, isn't it? Hey, keep you safe. So we've walked the ledge, and we can see where we can go. We want to go up that end, so we've walked back. Richard's just going to get the car, and we'll get down now onto this rock ledge and set up camp. Have a look at the view though, will you? It is amazing. It is simply a beautiful river. Beautiful river. So this is going to be quite exciting. Looking forward to it. And I know Richard is. Sounds like we've got a few more creeks in the old van. We're off, aren't we, Jangy? Come on, let's go. Hang on. Yes, we're going to get Dad, aren't we? Hey? So we're off on a little adventure, aren't we, Dal?
Yep. We've got shotgun.
And what?
We've got the shotgun.
Yeah. Jangy's got his hood on. And Richard's got his fishing rod. And me, I'm just tagging behind. Oh. Huh. Jangy, stop.
Oh, this one is in here.
Can you eat them, Dove?
Oh, you can, but they're not very nice.
Mm.
Hear that?
Oh yeah, what's it's making a...
It's a sooty grunter.
Oh, that's the grunting it's making.
It's a grunting.
Oh.
Don't stay. Oh mate, the crocodile doesn't look too good here. freshy. But not really living his best life. Not good at all. He's been there a while too. Looks inflatable. Right.
It's true.
Change the lures.
Oh my God, Dal, it's so big. That'll feed us for a week. Another sunti, is it?
Yeah, another sunti. How are they even missing that hook? Oh, he's better. Oh,
Not much.
I should see more than that. There we go.
No, I'm right.
Well, that's our camp. We've been here for 2 days now. So we're down on the Ord River Homestead. So it's on Wiki Camps, the Ord Camp, I think it's called. Big rock bar shelf here. Nice clear flowing water. The only crocs, well, we've seen one dead. You probably see a video of a dead croc, which is a big freshie. Well, it wasn't a big freshie, a couple of metre freshie. And yeah, well, we haven't seen any others. I find the drone up and down, couldn't see any freshies. So we've had people swimming here, like the water is clear. You can see we've been wading in this stuff. Have nice little swims. Yeah, I walked down about 1.5 km, nearly 2 km. Catch a few sooties and whatnot yesterday, so I thought I'll go upstream today. There's a few people on this camp. It's like a big rock shelf that runs right through. We're of course straight over there. Pretty spec over an evening. Yeah, well worth coming down here. So the track's a bit how's your father with a double axle van, with a longer van. But we got in here. It's one little spot's a bit sketchy and it's a bit scratchy, but we're yeah, it's not too bad at all. So we're probably going to stay another night. Probably going to leave maybe Tuesday morning. So we came here on Friday. So actually a few days here. It's just we've done what's on offer back towards Halls Creek. There's a couple of other free camps along the way, but because we're booked in later on in the week to the Bungles Caravan Park for a few days, we will go and actually probably go out and visit. We'll go and look at the Bungles and maybe catch up with some friends as well. We were out there working at the resort out there, so which will be good. Yeah, so by all accounts they allow they'll look after your dog, so you can stay in air conditioned comfort. And yeah, we'll hopefully can't see that, but we're going to kill a few days beforehand. Tend to do a couple of days of work. Early in the week, we're starting to get a bit low on water, down to just under 50%, which is not bad after 3 days. 4 days off grid. So it's handy when you're next to a freshwater river and you can have a bit of a swim and clean yourself up. So yeah, so I'll go a bit of a fish, and as I got a few sooties yesterday, a couple of better ones, and some catfish and some archerfish, and yeah, we'll see what else is around. Slightly better sooty. That's the fish of the morning. They're solid. They're not very long, but look how thick they are. Got it. Ooh, I don't like the look of this. I don't like the look of this at all.
This is a dirty big caddy. Ugh, yucky. For those of you who are unaware, the spines on these things quite nasty. There's been many a hospital trip when it comes to catfish stings. I'm being very careful to avoid. Like that. Oh, so we've been down to this old river camp for about 4 nights, I think. 4 nights. We've just packing up now. Just squaring the last few things away. Then we're going to hit the road. But yeah, it's been a great little camp. Right here on the river. Yeah, so there's been a few other camps and whatnot. What else sort of happened here? It was, yeah, there's, like I said, we did a video of the walk down the river. There's dead croc and everything like that. We haven't seen any live crocs. Like no freshies. I thought I would. Someone said there might have been one up there. So yeah, but definitely no softies here. Flying the drone up and down a few times during the middle of the day, and yeah, nothing sunning itself around the place. Not to say they're not here, but I don't think they are. I think this runs down into the Lake Argyle, so I don't know. My opinion, there probably isn't any in here, but we've just been swimming in the shallows over there, so it's about 1 foot deep in between 2 rapids, which hasn't been too bad. The dog's got to swim as well, but after here it's going to be slim pickings swimming wise, I think, for a little while until we get up on the Gibb. Anyway, we're going to head out today and go and see what we can find further down the road.
So we're back on the road, finished camping at, what was it?
Oh, Old River Homestead camp.
Yeah, which was amazing, we loved it. So prep for this trip was obviously fuel, and we carried 2 20-litre diesel.
Yeah, a couple of spares.
Yep, and they were both full. So we've actually used them. We've got half a tank, and one of the problems with the Cruiser, we love the car and we've talked about it before, but the fuel range on this thing is crap. Like we've had another Land Cruiser and also a 150, and the tank range on those is, you know, well, what was it, 150, 120 litres or 150 litres, yeah. So this is the current situation. We have 183 kilometres to get to Halls Creek, and the car is telling us we have
226.
226.
Which you think is not okay,
But it doesn't work that way. No. So what happens is, you know, like we're stopping and starting. Our average kilometre or speed along this road, it's ranged between probably, you know, around the 55 to the 70, because you just got to slow down. Like we've got a big van on the back, and some of the road is not the best, is it, Doug?
Not the best. A few big dips and creek crossings and stuff like that.
So fingers crossed. Richard just said to me we might be walking to the fuel station. So let's see what happens, but we'll keep you posted. But yeah, we've still got 2.5 hours to go before we finish this road at this current rate. Yeah, but 181 kilometres, and our fuel consumption is dipping fast, and we've got no spare fuel. So fingers crossed. So update. We've now got 100 kilometres to go. Still saying an hour and 3/4, but how many, what have we got, Dale?
116 k's range.
116 range, and we've got 100 kilometres to go. So Richard's had a look at wiki camps, and sorry, just some cows here on the road. And there's another free camp not far up from here. So our plan is we'll go in and have a look, see what it looks like, if it's any good, well, we really don't have much choice, to be honest. We're going to have to set up the van if there's a spare spot. Fingers crossed there is. And leave the van and go into town. Because at this rate, the way we're going, we're not going to get there with the kilometres.
So there's a bit of an update on the whole fuel issue. So we got to Palm Springs, pulled the van in. I had 6 k's more than the distance to get there, but by the time we hooked up the van and I decided to drive into Halls Creek and top up, as soon as I left here it was 1 for 1, so was it 42 to 42 or something k's, but as yeah, the fuel light was on. And as I'm driving up the road, it started ticking a little bit low, but then it caught up again because I wasn't towing the van. So, yeah, I managed to get, I pulled it literally at the Bowser when the fuel gauge said 0 kilometres to go. But when I topped up, because 110 litre tank, and I only got 98 litres in. So technically, we had probably about 12 litres left. But it's the road from here on, it's pretty rough. I would have been struggling to try and drive the car in the van in the most fuel economic mode. Yep. So yeah, she's a bit rough, and then it's probably 15 k's out of here, 20 k's out of here. So we're going to be fairly hauling tomorrow. So it was a very good idea filling up completely. So I went in there, got it, and sigh of relief. And we'll top up probably again tomorrow when we get in, because next fuel stop probably won't until another 300 k's down the road. Anyway, that's the update. Here we are at Palm Springs. Look at that in the background. That's awesome. Lost a little bit of its colour just then, as soon as I picked up the camera. Cooking a bit of dinner. Yeah, no, it's serenity. It's awesome here. How's the serenity, babe? Well, that's the end of Duncan Road. Yeah, so we're just out of Halls Creek now. So we, like I said, got a little bit close in the fuel stakes. I think my fuel consumption is a little bit more than what I'm thinking. But not only that, the next section from that little camp out to Halls at Palm Springs it would have chewed through the fuel a fair bit. So I don't know whether we would have made it with, even though I had 12 litres to spare when I got in, when I did the refuel. But anyway, yeah, so we went to Halls, did some shopping. Yeah, got a couple of things. And now we're going to start heading out towards the Bungle Bungles next. So that'll be the end of this episode. And hopefully you can like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.